Hey, Kevin, how's it going? Oh, cool. I didn't even realize I was already live yet. All right. Dang, I'm just going to get started here. Obviously, if you guys haven't heard by now, if you've been taking a nap all day, there's some serious contagion fears going on right now in the crypto market, and it looks like it's spilling over to equities here. So the FTT token that crashed, there was a rumor that they were going to get bought out. I don't know what's going on. I'm sure we'll hear more details on that as it comes out. There's also talk of, I don't know how true this is, but I've heard from a couple of different sources here, and like actual accounts I think are reputable, wouldn't just share something, but there was talk of voting machines breaking down in Georgia, and I want to say New Jersey too. So that's I don't know if that's been substantiated, but obviously that is not something the market likes. That is uncertainty. I don't know what's going on right now, but we have a pretty good sell here. And so I want to do this quick stream here and talk about the markets a little bit before we do the regular daily video, so we can just check this out in real time here. But we did have a cycle date today, and it looks like this may have triggered. I mean, that's about as clear cut of a move as you're going to get. It's a good reaction. You see Bitcoin there now back below 19,000 at 18,480. Spiders here at 380, still hanging in there. Still green on the day, but there's that's a really sharp reaction there. And this was, to me, it looks like, we were on probably we're still only on 46 million shares here on the spiders. And that's really all day. I mean, that's like almost holiday volume. And it looks to me like somebody wanted to float this market up so they could liquidate and cover that margin call. Because this came really out of nowhere here. Yeah, crypto's getting destroyed. And like I said I just tweeted, it's almost as if they shouldn't have sold all their put protection or their volatility protection, what the VIX has been doing for the last month, really, ahead of an election. I mean, the title, the thumbnail of my video yesterday was big words, complacency. And right in front of the election. I mean, like that's just begging to get hit off sides. Then we have CPI in 2 days as well. But cycle day looks to have triggered here. Again, if you guys are not following me, or if you guys are subscribed but not in Carnivore Trades, that date today was given out to members this past Sunday as a turning point. So far, I mean, we need to see follow through. Who knows? They could, pop us back up, but volatility is still bidding. Look at the VIXY there. That's continuing to chug higher. And it's a little interesting, though. We're not seeing, obviously, you're seeing the reaction here. Gold's holding up. That is not a surprise. That doesn't surprise me one bit here. But you're seeing kind of like Tesla still making higher lows. There's a kind of a mixed bag. And more so, take a look at TLT. TLT is not really reacting. You got to move down. It's moving down here, but it's not moving one way or the other. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if this starts to really bid, because this could be a fear thing, but it's not really reacting that much. The 2-year, on the other hand, is starting to get a bid. So it's tough. If there's contagion fears, I mean, what does this mean, right? If there's contagion fears, are investors piling into bonds, essentially trying to front run the Fed again? That's a possibility. Dollar index here. Everybody's trying to call the top in the dollar, and I've been saying, for the last couple of weeks, this is nothing wrong with this pattern here. We're just flagging here on, a bigger time frame. You had a big move. We're just consolidating that move. If we flip these old trend lines back on there, you can see we went right into that 109.40 area. I've been saying we should get there for a while. We kind of basically kissed it a week or two ago, and now we're tagging that again and getting a bounce off of that. So it's almost like this is definitely a strange kind of scene here. It's almost like watching everything kind of in slow motion, because there's certain things that are selling off pretty sharply, and then there's other things that are not. Take a look, by the way, how about the broker dealers right now? That's one of the hardest on the screens that I have. That looks like it's getting hit the hardest. Take a look at intraday here. That's a pretty good sell-off. So again, these guys are exposed, leveraged, brokers, financial institutions. These guys, this is telling you that there's problems. There's crypto contagion. Is it spilling over to equities? Well, the broker dealers are telling you it's spilling over to the institutions. And that's not even, considering the inverted yield curve. I've been saying I can't for the life of me figure out why these things are moving higher right now with the yield curves inverted. But, again, you can't fight the tape. But, yeah, pretty interesting stuff going on. I see IWM ticking down there. Yeah, spiders at the lows of the day now. So the spiders just turned red. VIX's still popping here. That's the panic fear. Well, we might be here. We might be here. We've got, let me see, I believe every sector right now. Transport's starting to turn red. Let's take a look. So we need, what I've been saying the last couple of weeks, we need everything red for the VIX to really get going. XLE, we've got XLF's almost there. It is now flat. Transports are almost there. Healthcare is still green. That's not a surprise. Industrials, yeah, everything's rolling over though. So there's mats. Utes are just flattish. Nice dump here. Let's take a look. So we got support for the spiders at 378. So there you go. And that's that trend line right there. We're not even seeing that much volume too. That's the strange thing. This is getting hit though. Like I said, it's almost like watching this happen in slow motion here. He was trying to hold that 10-minute 200. The semiconductors, we got to watch this. If this completely completes the rollover, that's probably all she wrote, honestly. Who's got straddles on Apple? Let's take a look at Apple too, by the way. This actually has, I'm watching that weekly. You almost have kind of like an odd kind of head and shoulder look there on Apple. And that was a pretty good reverse. Take a look at that reversal candle and clean up the lines. That's a brutal reversal candle there on Apple weekly. Well, we took some profits this morning on that Tesla position. Nice gain, over 17% on that second half. So that was a nice gain and really just hitting that bottom trend line. And it's actually still holding up. Everything else is coming in. This is holding up. I mean, if everything dumps out, this is going to dump too. But, at the time, risk reward seemed to kind of favor it there. IWM really starting to crap the bed too. Let's see what else we got. Dollar upticking. Take a look at crude as well, guys. So that is back down below that head and shoulder neckline. So we got to watch for that. If that starts to done that, and again, I've been telling you guys, I don't think, you got to respect the pattern. Crude's holding up okay, but I just had this feeling like it's going to come back in. And there it is. Nothing confirmed yet, but it is coming in. Nat gas taking a huge dump too. Originally I said I kind of like it at the gap fill there, but the velocity that it came down with yesterday, I was like, yeah, we should probably just let this go. This one can get sub 6. It does have some support at $6. I believe there's a 50% fib there. Yeah, 598, and then the 618 is down to 570. I'd be interested in possibly getting it there, but I mean, we have to see what it looks like tomorrow. I mean, this could get really ugly, and you don't want to get in front of that. Yeah, let's take a look. I'm going to flip over to Trading View here so we can look at the cryptos. All right, there's the yield curves. Let's look at that really quick. All right, so 2s and 10s hanging out there. 3-month 10-year rejection at that 20 moving average. So that is back to inversion. 5s and 30s and 10s and 30s are moving back up. But yeah, let's look at the crypto. So yeah, Bitcoin obviously down 9%. Getting a little bit of a bounce here, so it's 18.5 now. Ether, wow, that's a failed break. Wow, look at that. And this, I forgot about that. I guess Coinbase is having problems. Ether got pulled off of Coinbase. Wow, failed inside bar. And guys, you got to wonder, is this the start here? What have I been saying about these cryptos here? That is a huge, huge weekly bear base on Bitcoin. And monthly as well. So you can see it on the monthly inside bar and weekly inside bar. But if this is this, I mean, this could be easily the start. Let's take a look at Doge. Look at what these guys did. Isn't this hilarious? Pumped it all the way up to 16. Wow. Somebody needed to get out. Polkadot new lows are very close. Litecoin, XRP, that's a head and shoulder. Solana new lows, yep. That's getting hit. But that should, wait, see, so this area here, this is, I haven't looked at this in a while, but that area right there is now minor. You've put in way too much of a base there, so this can easily get down to $5. So Cardano, yeah. Next area for that is way down here. That's got a huge air pocket. You'll have a little bit of support here, but look at all this basing you've done. And then not that it's really anything to look at right now, but there's FTT. Look at that. It does have support here at 0 though, so take a look at this pattern. Big head and shoulder breakdown. Only green. Yeah, so MSOS. Yeah, how about MSOS? I thought about just picking up a funsy position of this today just for hell of it. Or yesterday. It's still green. It's still hanging in there. Still hanging in there. It's holding the whole market up. Figures the one day where pot stocks are actually outperforming is the day where everything else is getting annihilated. Yeah, I'll check those out later. I'm in the middle of trying to figure everything out. By the way, just so you guys know, the book map is empty. So there's nothing, there's no shenanigans going on. We're in freestyle mode right now. Look at the spiders all the way down. So they'll get, this is, we could scalp this. If you want to scalp this right now, if you guys are there, I'm not going to do it because I don't want to pull up my order right now, but that you can scalp this right now. Let it pierce though. This is support. Small size in and out though. Don't hang around. See the VIX coming off the highs there? That can bounce. I would let it get down a little lower maybe, but you got semis at gap fill. What, you know, Jackie, the funny thing is I was out. I wasn't even home. I took off. I was honestly bored because there's nothing going on all day. I was like, I'm gonna go to the gym and get a little walk in, just walk down the treadmill for a little bit. And then all this started happening and I was like, oh my God, now I got to get home. And yeah, when all this stuff happens, I'm going to get pumped up. But an hour ago, I was bored out of my mind here. Yeah. Travis, so it's why the sell so there's a lot of stuff going on and there's rumors too. I know Mechanic just said ETH is on Coinbase, but I heard that they was taken off or they were having server problems, something of that nature. But there was unsubstantiated claims, at least so far as I know, of voting machines breaking down, and in addition to the FTT token. So there's, you know, basically margin selling in crypto, and it looks to have spilled over into equities. So that is what's going on right now. And if it's not that, then it's something else. I read about 10 different articles, and I was trying to figure out which one actually made sense. There was talk about Putin. There was talk about, you know, I guess the U.S. resumed talks with him or something of that nature. I doubt that's the reason for this, unless somebody knows something really bad's about to happen. Yeah, well, I've supported zero. Yeah. Good job. You know, I was gonna, I was gonna buy VIX calls this morning, and I was like, yeah, you know, I just didn't. I got, you know, I did pick up shorts today though, so we did add to our short positions, so it's all good as long as we're participating here. Yeah, the red is pumping now. Yeah. There's a, oh man. So you just made the, all right, there we go. That's the title of the, that's going to be the thumbnail for the daily video, is Red Wave. That's a great pun. That's a great pun, Jackie. I like that. We didn't tell you what type of red wave there was going to be. We just said there was going to be one. Also occurring on the blood moon. So last night, I believe around 3 in the morning, we had the lunar eclipse with blood moon. And that was the last one for, I think, a couple of years. Yeah, nat gas, I touched on that a minute ago. Yesterday, when it started to really sell off, we had that reaction off of the gap up, and I said, you know what, it's selling off too fast. Because I was thinking about picking some up at 635, 640. But I saw how fast it was coming down, and I was like, I don't want to get in the way of that. Velocity matters, and that pushed right through that. That should get a little bounce at $6. It kind of already did, 606, but the better level is the 618, right at, we'll call it 570. But I can't tell you if I would actually play this tomorrow, because if we puke tomorrow, if the spiders gap down and this gap's down, just get out of the way, because this can really push down. I know, I think nat gas is I still think it's possibly bottomed, but like this can really cut your head off if you're not careful. And we don't really even know what this is, right? I'm just speculating that somebody just got blown up and there's contagion risk. And we're hearing stuff about voting machines, but I don't think any of this is really substantiated. But this, to me, looks like, I mean, it was clear and obvious margin selling, because they floated it up on absolutely no volume, and then all of a sudden they just dumped out of nowhere. And this isn't like a, this is not a pullback. This is some knife edge selling here. Yeah, Bitcoin, is it back above? It was at 18.5 last I looked at it. 18, yeah, it's down to 18.450. It's still a little bit off the lows though. Let's see, silver's starting to come in a little bit. Copper is still nicely at the highs. Let's see, gold's still holding up. See, I'm not surprised that gold is holding up. What I'm surprised at is that it's not going sharply in one way or the other. So here you go, guys. If you got a scalp in, there you go. So give it another 40 cents and then sell half of it. Or you could sell half now, depending on if you're in the money or not. See vol coming in a little bit. That should bid it up there. I would have done it if I wasn't streaming right now. I'm looking at TradingView. Hold on. Is it delayed? 18.7 I got right here on Bitcoin. Let me take a look at the futures. Okay, maybe maybe TradingView is a little bit behind. Okay, yeah, so I see 17.6 now. Okay, yep, on Bitcoin futures. Okay. Um, what do you mean the trade flash? You mean the active trader? Or yeah, oh, XRP's getting a nice bounce though here. All right, there's your bounce. So you got half off right there. So I just made you guys, you know, $2 on the SPY. There you go. Now you leave a runner position, and if it continues up, you run it, and if not, you just trail your stop. Yeah, but yeah, gold, I mean, I already think silver's made its move here. I've been telling everyone that. Still up nicely today, up 2.2%, even though it's pulling off the highs. Gold, what's surprising to me right now is that it's not doing anything. Like it's just kind of holding this pattern. I'm not surprised that it's holding up, but I'm surprised that it's not going sharply in one direction or the other. And the same can be said for the 30-year. The 30-year is not really doing anything either. I mean, it got above that trend line there. I mean, that's not really important. I'm just talking about like recently. So just look at the TLT. Just a little odd to see it not. And there's a nice bounce there on the spiders. But a little odd to see it not doing a whole lot here. Oh, no, I don't. No, I don't use that. All right, nice bounce. So if it wants to, it's probably going to want to test 381, 382 again. If it can hold up here. By the way, I don't know if yeah, I showed it earlier, but the VIX here, you know, that was pretty much into a buy level with that falling wedge there on the daily. And it's trying, it's right there on that top trend line. If this pushes through that, it's going to get real pretty quickly. See, crude is still dumping out here. Nat gas getting a little bit of a bounce. Yeah, nice bounce here. All right, there's $3. Oh no, $2.50. Almost $3. Let's see. Let's take a look at some other time frames here. Yeah, so getting hourly support there at the 20. Yeah, that was going to be, I mean, that was a no-brainer bounce level there. Or I see what you're doing. Yeah, it's right, yeah, we're right back into that FOMC bar, and that's where we got rejected there. Take a look at that. All right, so here's the bounce. Now, if this comes back down and takes out the low of the day, it's gonna waterfall. Well, we'll see what they do with it. There's really not that much volume, even with this sell-off. It's only 53 million shares. It's almost 3 o'clock now. But if it takes out that low, we're gonna just waterfall. Yeah, dollar's still bouncing. Yeah, and this isn't even reacting that it isn't even reacting that much here. So that leads me to believe, and you're seeing TLT. I just mentioned that several times, like throughout the broadcast. Like TLT is not doing a lot, gold's not doing a lot, and the dollar, I mean, it's upticking, but it's not doing a lot. This is not related to rates. It's not related to the Fed. This is outside. This is something outside of what we're used to. This is like a black swan, for lack of a better word. Oh, it's barely, yeah, it's well under that. It's still cheap down here. I mean, but if you push through that trend line, this thing's got upside. And what I've been saying the last couple of days is I can't believe how low the VIX is ahead of an election. I mean, that just doesn't make any sense. I mean, you'd like, if you were sold all your put protection and your volatility protection, you were just asking for this to happen. And then we have the CPI in 2 days as well. So, I mean, I just don't understand why there was so much complacency. Like I said, this is outside of, so the dollar lately has been rallying because of, basically bonds selling off, higher bond yields. What we're seeing right now is this is an outside, like this is a left field thing. This has nothing to do with rates. It has nothing to do with the Fed. This is like contagion, margin selling, something of that nature. You see my Twitter's going to be blown up. Yeah, I got like a bazillion notifications now. I have no idea what's going on. Oh yeah, so I'm reading on Twitter now, Maricopa County voters reporting malfunctions in at least 6 places. Wow. Sorry, so I'm just trying to scan for any news here. Yeah, I think I'm getting my trading views a little delayed here. Yeah, gold's the play. I think that, so you guys know I've been talking about, I think we're going to have another, I think it will look kind of like a flash crash in gold and the markets really, but, and then that's going to be the bottom. It's going to get really hated here pretty soon, but right now it's holding up because of fear, but when you see margin selling come in, this can get hit. But yeah, gold's about to have its turn pretty soon. Okay, so we're getting a bounce here. Let's see where the spiders can go. We're on a fib. Yeah, right into that 50 moving average. There's 50%, 381, and then the 382 handle, the 20 right up there is your 618. So that would be your bounce levels there. We'll see if they can stabilize it. Again, the volume's drying up, so it's not like we're seeing heavy selling coming in. At least not heavy volume anyway. All right, Jackie, I'll catch you later. I'm probably gonna take off in a minute too. Anyway, I gotta gonna get ready for my other daily videos. I just wanted to jump on live really quick, just because it would be entertaining at the very least. Kind of cover this in real time. It's all good, Jerry. I just jumped on kind of like out of the blue. Yeah, no problem, man. Yeah, I'll have the normals videos up. I'll get ready for them pretty soon. So we'll see what we get before I take off. Yeah, so I would say 381. You got that 10-minute 50 MA. 381. Maybe you can get up to 382. If that gets rejected and you take out these lows, it's going to go down big time. But right now, I'm not seeing heavy dumping. So we'll see. They maybe they can save it here. Seeing volatility come in a little bit. So yeah, trying to hold up here. All right, guys. Yeah, I'm going to wrap it up here. I'll see you guys at 4 o'clock. Those of you in Carnivore Trades, I'll see you guys a little bit sooner than that. All right, take care.